Hello, everybody. Jim Powers with MaryvilleSaints.com and Saints Vision. As you can tell, basketball season is getting ready to get underway this Friday over at the Simon Center. And joining us is the men's basketball coach, Kevin Carroll. And Kevin, a couple exhibition games, one last Friday, one earlier this week. Talk a little bit about what you saw out of those exhibition games from our basketball team.
Well, I saw we have a young team, like we played 12 guys in Monday night's game, and 9 of those guys were freshmen and sophomores, So there's this time of the year, there's a lot of information that you're just trying to cram in, and a lot of it kind of gets lost in translation until you get a chance to get into games and get film and, have those film sessions and be able to break things down a little bit further and see what your deficiencies are. And we have a lot of those right now that we're trying to work out, and it's been a great week of practice. Our guys, I feel like, have gotten a lot better. Their minds are a lot clearer on some things that we've been working on all fall, and looking forward to the weekend.
And the big thing too, and I think a lot of people forget and maybe lose sight of this, exhibition games are basically glorified scrimmages in front of a lot of people just for a lot of different reasons. And so a lot of things don't count. Stats don't count. The records don't count. But for coaches, it goes back to the old adage. It's guys that you see on film on what they need to get better, what they need to work on.
Yeah, your lineups might be a little bit different. You're just trying to see guys in game situations and really see what they can and can't do. See what rotations work, what lineups work well together. You're trying to figure out all those things in 1 or 2 games. So I think we've got a lot better idea of what those lineups are going to look like now. I'm sure they will change throughout the course of the year as certain guys get a little bit more comfortable. But I wouldn't say the exhibitions went the way we wanted them to, but I think we've definitely learned a lot from them that will help us going forward this weekend.
If there were a couple bright spots individually from the guys that you saw in the first 2 exhibitions, who would those be?
I thought Grant Sims played really well. I thought Sekou played well the other night. I think Marvin Grant Clark was someone who has had a great off season and is really, in my mind, kind of stepped and made some steps ahead. So, there's still, and like I told our team back in the fall and the summer when we took our trip to Canada, there's going to be guys that are going to emerge, and that is still yet to be seen. But I like where this group is headed. It's going to be a group that's going to get a lot better as the year goes along, as they get more comfortable with what we're doing, and but they're working hard, and that's all we can ask.
The crossover this week with the GMAC. Trevecca Nazarene, a team that we're very familiar with. It seems like we play them every year. But then Ohio Dominican, a team not a lot of people know about. Talk a little bit about those 2 teams.
Yeah, Trevecca, like you said, a team we played last year. They're really talented. They've got some great guards who can really beat you off the dribble. And are big. So we were fortunate enough to get away with a win at their place last year. Ohio Dominican, they're a team. They're a lot like us, very young, playing a lot of sophomores and freshmen. So, don't know as much about those guys because they are playing a lot of new guys. We do know they have some really good guard play, really athletic on the guards and the wings, guys that can both shoot and drive. They've got some size down low. They're probably their best player is their starting center, a big man, big rugged kid down low that can really rebound and score. So, I think. Obviously, we're focused on them. We've put a lot more focus on these 2 opponents than we have our exhibition opponents.
Sure.
But we're still in the mode right now of we need to figure ourselves out and get our own issues corrected more than anything.
And I think the bonus, too, this weekend, Truman's going to be in the crossover as well. So we don't play them, but it'll give you and the staff a little bit of an opportunity to see a conference opponent that you're going to see later on down the line.
Yeah, the unfortunate thing is they get to do the same thing.
Yeah.
So, but, it's, we're just excited about the start of the season. We're excited to get going. We've been working since August, essentially, with the trip to Canada and then the preseason. And, I know the guys are just excited to get into game mode and get the season going.
Outstanding stuff, Kevin. We'll talk to you on Friday.
All right. Thank you, Jim.
Kevin Carroll joins us. Want to remind everybody that the games this weekend, 3 o'clock start on Friday afternoon, as we will take on, in the crossover, we'll take on Trevecca, and then on Saturday, we'll take on Ohio Dominican in a 5 o'clock start. So a big weekend here at the Simon Center. Want to get everybody out there. If you can't make it, join us on Saints Vision or follow us on our Twitter feed at Maryville Saints. For Coach, I'm Jim Powers. Thanks so much for tuning in to MaryvilleSaints.com and Saints Vision. Have a great week, and as always, go Saints.